Hi all, welcome back to the final whistle then for tonight's match preview. Leicester City head to Tyneside this weekend to take on Newcastle United at St James's Park. Harvey Barnes takes on his former club, Leicester City, for the first time since leaving for Newcastle United last season then. And yeah, looking forward to seeing Harvey, of course. And should be a good game. Can Ruud Van Nistelrooy extend his good fortunes as Leicester City manager? And should be a cracking game at St James's Park on Saturday. So I'm going to be joined by Newcastle content creator John Sinclair TV. He's going to give me the lowdown on Newcastle United. So yeah, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Guys, as always, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already and you haven't subscribed to the final whistle. Please get down and do so. We've just reached 4K, so it would help me with the numbers. Hello to everybody who is watching. I know John's shared the stream on his YouTube and his X as well. So yeah, hello to all the Newcastle fans who follow John, and welcome to the show. If you've got any questions regarding Leicester City, then please let me know. If you've got any questions regarding Newcastle United, I'll get them to John as well. Let's get the comments in first before I get John in. Hello, Kyle. How are you? Hello, Hi Ty. Hello, Dakala, how are you? Hello, Jad. Do you know how to get Aston Villa tickets? As they are sold out. I don't know where to get them from. I'm not sure, mate, to be fair. Happy Friday, my friend Ray. Feeling positive about getting something out of the game at St James's Park tomorrow. Come on, you Foxes. I'm going for a 1-0 win. Time for McAteer as a number 8, don't you think? I mean, Brian, that could be an interesting one, to be fair, with obviously Buonanotte coming back into the fold tomorrow as well after missing out in the Brighton game due to Brighton being his lone parent club. So, it's going to be interesting. I mean, El Canus and Buonanotte really hit it off, didn't they, in that West Ham game? So maybe we can rekindle that tomorrow at St James's Park. Andreas, how are you, mate? Hope you're good. Right, let's get my guest in, Mr. John Sinclair TV. John, let me swap us over. Yeah, hello, John. How are you?
Big up to you, my guy. I hope you're well, Jack. And thank you so much for getting us back on your channel again. I went on another Leicester telecast last night, and even to everyone in the chat as well, Leicester fans I can see as well. And I hope you're well. And thank you so much for making me welcome.
John, it's been a while since we last spoke. Obviously, Leicester have got promoted back to the Premier League. Last time we spoke would have been the relegation season. Talk to me how you've been, John, and let everybody know where they can find you, mate, regarding YouTube and that.
Okay, thank you so much for having us on again. And, I just sent a link into your chat as well. That's on my YouTube channel as well. If you do follow us on John Sinclair TV, I mean, what I'm doing now, right, I'm cutting back on the live shows for the time being. But what I'm doing around the grounds, which I'm doing different stadiums. I'm doing hospitality vlogs as well. It's out there. I've done about 8 of them already. I've done a couple of normal games. I've done Atletico Madrid. I've done Stockport County. I've done Bristol City, Wickham. I've done Morecambe, Blackpool. I've done Bath City, and I've done 1 or 2 others as well. So I'm really enjoying it. The fans who met me sort of think I'm really, really good. And they're so happy to be. Because the thing is, right, when you do these content, like lower leagues, right, especially like the Bath Cities, the York Cities, and all that, the lower league ones as well, they want their channel to be exposed because it gets their channel and their club on the map. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So when I speak over the phone, I explain to them what I'm all about, and they are just so over the moon for having me here. I've got a place to go to yet. I still watch Newcastle United. I'll do that. Try to go for the Villa game. and also try the Bromley game because I see stakeholder, as you know, but I can't do night games. But what I'm doing all these little statements as well. I'm gonna do Celtic end of the month. I'm gonna do Man U Newcastle, hopefully if I get a chance. I'm doing Plymouth Argyle against Bristol City on 1st of January. And in March, I'm going to do Real Betis against Sevilla. So I'll be doing that for the round of the ground vlogs as well. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So
appreciate that, Simon. Good, mate.
So please, guys, in the chat, hit me up, sub to my channel, John Sinclair TV. Check out the content, and you know what? You are going to enjoy it, guys.
Right, John. Newcastle versus Leicester. Before we get on to the game itself, let's talk about the opposition. What's happened at Newcastle United this season? Obviously, I think you are 12th in the table. So you're mid-table at the minute, bottom off. I mean, the last game you played, I believe you lost 4-2 against Brentford. So you're not the only team to go and lose by 4 at Brentford's ground. Leicester did it not long before. But talk to me about Newcastle and Eddie Howe this season. What's happened regarding Newcastle?
Look, it's been mixed this season for Newcastle United. You know what I mean? This season, let's be real. I'm not going to lie. But we haven't really strengthened in the summer. All we've got this season is basically William Gosula. It's worth £15 million with the add-ons to Sheffield United. And he's a striker. But what we needed a right side midfield. We needed a right winger, which we were craving for. We needed another centre forward in case Isak gets injured, because you all know Callum Wilson's injury record's not been great. And he's out for 2 months, by the way. For me, I would have paid up his contract. Callum Wilson's been a great service in the past. I said it before, that we should be paying up his contract. Says, look, Callum, your injury record's not great. You've missed 100 games for Newcastle United since you've been at the club through injury. That ain't good. Eddie Howe is desperate to give him another season, which I cannot understand for the life of me. Why? It's not going to happen. But if we look on the pitch, we have some lucky results, I mean, we got away against Bournemouth. We could have lost that game. We should have lost to Wolves away, but we won by 2-1. I mean, against Southampton, we were poor, right? We won the game, but Southampton missed a couple of late chances, which won us the game. Fabian Schär got sent off, by the way, which is rightly so, right? But we've been lucky, and we were lucky against Tottenham. If they had Solanke, they would have won that game, They did let them put us on the day, right? And we are going to class ourselves as top-tier Newcastle because we fixed up other people's problems, As an example, we fixed up Brighton, started on top and lost the game. We fixed up West Ham United at home. We fixed up their problem after we missed the chances, And we fixed up Brentford. We got a good record at Brentford, right, in the league. And guess what? We lost that game, right? And that's where we're 12th in the league. Now, the thing is, right, Jack, right? I mean, we haven't strengthened. We have not strengthened. You look at our team, we got a couple of players on the wrong side of 30, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Jamal Lascelles, Callum Wilson, Miguel Miron. I mean, the sooner he goes, the better. I'm not going to lie. Listen, lovely smile, but he's not going to win me titles. He's not going to win us cups, He needs to be finding a new club. We have got players there, Jack. It was on vast amount of money. And Alfie in the chat will agree with me, right? Vast amount of money. And we kind of shift them. Our transfer policy is shocking. Selling players is shocking, You even got Isaac Hayden, having kicked the ball for a couple of seasons. He's on 50k a week. Where is he? He's still at the club, but where is he? He's not under 25, and he's picking up 50k a week, We have got major problems trying to offload players. That is the thing. My only concern is, right, it's PSR. We can't sell anyone. We can't spend because of PSR.
It's bad, isn't it, when you have a richest owner in Europe and then you can't go and spend money and bring in your Mbappes and that, innit? Like, you'd want to and spend it quite wisely, and But, John, what's gone wrong in the last 4 games? I mean, you've lost to West Ham. I think the last game you won was Nottingham Forest in the league, drew to Liverpool, drew to Palace, lost to Brentford. I mean, 2 points in the last 4. Where's it all gone wrong for Newcastle on the pitch? I mean, Is it team selection? Is it tactics? I mean, where do you think you've hit this sticky patch in the last 4 games?
I can think of a couple of things, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to be negative, right? Because that's not me. I don't really want to be negative, but I have to speak the facts and I have to speak the truth. I mean, we can't defend for toffee. Our defender's been woeful. We cannot finish. I mean, we get the chances, just cannot finish. Okay, against Liverpool, yeah.
Isaac's a great player, though, isn't he? Let's be fair.
Isaac's without Isak, we'd be in big trouble without Isak.
Isak, yeah, that's it. I'll call him Isaac.
I mean, we were shocking against Palace tonight. We were shocking against Crystal Palace, man. 1 shot on top of the whole of the game. I'm not being funny. If we had won that game, it would have been daylight robbery for us, yeah? We did not deserve to win that game. I'm not going to lie. We were absolutely shocking that game, yeah? Against Brentford, well documented, we were poor. West Ham United, first half, should have been out of sight. Second half, we was poor, yeah? I mean, the trouble with Eddie Howe is, right, I mean, again, people saying he's an elite manager. He is not an elite manager. I like him. I want to back his manager, but he is not an elite manager. And I get people, non-Newcastle fans, come up to us and say, he cannot take us forward. He's not the man to take us forward. We need an elite manager coming in. Eddie Howe is not elite. He is a good manager. He's improved players, yeah?
Yeah.
But he's not elite. Unless he wins trophies. Season in, season out. It's as simple as that. But our Newcastle fans, some of our fan base just easily pleased. You know what I mean? Say, yeah, he's good and that sort of thing. But just look at the facts. You've got to win trophies. Football all about winning trophies, Jack. And until you win trophies, you're not going to be an elite manager.
What's your expectations for Newcastle this season? Obviously, you've had a taste of Champions League football, haven't you? Let's be fair, you know. What's the expectations this season, realistically, for Newcastle? Where do you consider Newcastle to finish?
For me, I'm going to say top 8. I mean, I'll be happy finishing 8th this season. But whatever happens, we've gone backwards. We finished 4th last season, 7th last season, and let me know we're 12th. Yeah. These next 4 games are going to be absolutely massive for Newcastle United, you know. But we need to get a right side of mid. We need to get a striker coming in, Jack. That is so important, yeah. But for me, it's got to have to be the top 8 and to win a trophy, yeah. We've got a good tie. You've got Brentford at home. That's going to be tough. I get that. Then if we win that game, then we've got 1 more match away for getting to the final again, hopefully. Yeah. But FA Cup, we've got Bromley. I want to win the FA Cup this season. I want to win the FA Cup and go all the way because I've got to be positive and go all the way and win the FA Cup. We do that, Jack, that'll be fine. We haven't won a league trophy, a domestic trophy, wait for it, since 1955. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. John, what's your thoughts on Leicester? Obviously, they're your opponents, come to St James's Park at the weekend. I mean, what's your head thoughts regarding Leicester? Obviously, new manager Barnes as well. Ruud Van Nistelrooy's picked up 4 points these first 2 games as Leicester manager, beating West Ham quite with 3-1. Come back against Brighton from 2-0 down and drew 2-2 with an epic comeback, that one. I mean, how does Newcastle prepare for Leicester City and Ruud Van Nistelrooy this weekend? What's been your initial thoughts on Leicester?
Look, I mean, I think Ruud Van Nistelrooy was a fantastic appointment. Young manager, 48 years old, and he's won the Dutch Cup and the league with PSV Eindhoven. I think he's driven. I think he's tactical aware. I think he's really good. And I think he got a good one there. Young manager, and he's got ideas as well. But you know what? I think he'll do well for you. He'll keep you up, no problems at all whatsoever. I'm glad that you got him. Steve Cooper was not the manager for you, mate, because they did not want him because he's managed Forest, yeah. When he went to Leicester, I thought to myself, he was on a hiding to now, and I felt sorry for Leicester fans, yeah. There's other managers you could have got out there, do you know what I mean? But Steve Cooper you got, and I knew it was doomed to failure. I think you've been lucky last couple of games. Southampton, Doon, you were lucky to come back and win that game. I thought you were lucky against Ipswich. You came back and won that and drew the game. But for me, with Leicester, I mean, it's the playing style, it's the style of play. Yeah. I mean, that is your problem. I thought you were quite negative as well, as Steve Cooper. I can't lie. I mean, he plays 4-2-3-1. You got some good players there. Vardy's still doing it. Yeah. I mean, Harry Winks, I mean, when he plays, I think he's a good player. I really do for that club. I mean, he's poor for Tottenham, but for your team, I think he's done all right. But for me, I mean, he's just not winning enough games for me. That is your thing. And I got you down. I think you might just, I think he's going to go to the wire for me. Do you know what I mean? He's going to go to the wire. And I really hope Leicester City do stay up because you've got a fantastic club there. Do you know what I mean? You've got a friendly club. I've been to Leicester at the King Power. And I think your fans are really, really passionate. You love your football, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you had Brendan Rodgers there, I thought he was really magic. I think he's tailor-made for your club, yeah? Tailor-made for your club. And, but I thought he was unlucky being sacked. When you had Enzo Maresca, when he got you up, I thought you'd get you comfortable in mid-table with the squad you've got. But if you look at the last 6 games, you only won once at the last 6. 3 defeats, 1 win, and 2 draws. That is your problem, yeah? But at the minute, look at the table, you're quite safe in the minute. You've got a 5-point buffer in a minute between yous and Ipswich, yeah? And all you need to do is just keep winning your games, win your home games, and beat the teams around you, Jack. And I think you'll be absolutely fine. I think your football club should be in the Premier League. It's as simple as that. And I hope that you do it because I like you guys. I really, really do. Your fans are passionate. I think you do well.
Yeah, I think Ruud's sort of turned the corner with the Leicester team, innit? Enzo obviously went to Chelsea, didn't he? And no one expected that at the start of the season after planning with him. Steve Cooper, it just didn't work out, did he? He wasn't the man for the job. And to be fair, we wasn't getting the results, against teams we could have been getting the wins against and that. And it just wasn't the right fit. I think it was a panic appointment, if I'm honest with you, with Steve Cooper. His football just wasn't. No one can get on board with it, the players, the fans, and I just don't think the club was 100% behind the appointment. But I think it was the right to sack him before it went any further. I know people say it was 12 games, but the thing is, in them 12 games, you could have got more points than what we had. But the thing is, Ruud's come in, 2 wins, not 2 wins, 4 points. I mean, he's really brought that fighting mentality back in the team. He's got them playing the style of football that they was used to playing under Enzo Maresca. And, the squad looked really happy. They look more confident going into games now. You can feel that feel-good factor back at the club now, which has been missing for before Ruud came in. And I think this is a tough test against Newcastle, to be fair. And Newcastle, a good club, good fans. Good players. I mean, Isak's a fantastic striker. I mean, that'd be good to see him and Jamie Vardy on the pitch at the weekend, and 2 players who could score. And I think this is the type of game where I think Leicester are going to relish this one, John, to be fair. If we can get up Newcastle and play well and, take our chances, then why can't we go and get something out of the game? I mean, you've obviously got the threat there, haven't you? Guimaraes, Isak. I mean, you've got Harvey Barnes, you've got Anthony Gordon who can cause a threat. But then you look at Leicester's team with Buonanotte, El Canous, and them types of players. I think Leicester have got to be defensively strong. We can't afford Isak any space around the area in taking his shots and that. We've got to keep him quiet at the weekend. I know some teams have found that quite difficult, because of his pace and his strength and that. But I think we've got to hold our own against Newcastle, and sort of get ready for battle, because I think it'll be a real battling game at the weekend, to be fair. And like I said, these Leicester players are going to be up for this one, John. I know we're going to be missing the likes of Ndidi with injuries, Samori, Ricardo, Fatu, them types of players. But I think Ruud's, he'll know what to do at the weekend. Like he said, he wants to go into every game thinking he can win every game, and that's the right mentality you need, isn't it, John? You should never go into a game think, look at the opponent, it's a free hit, this, that, and the other. You've got to go into every game thinking you can win it. And I think after the bounce that we've had with the 4 points that we've got under Ruud, that team's going to be bouncing in the way we play in that now. So I think if you'd have played us under Steve Cooper, you'd probably think to yourself, yeah, easy 3 points, and you'd be rubbing your hands before the game. And I think we'd have probably thought, yeah, we ain't getting nothing out of this today, are we? But I think, like I say, new manager, new ideas, new identity, and and I think that's what's going to be the complete difference coming to St James's Park at the weekend. We're there to fight, and we're there to wanting to get something out of the game. And like I say, tough game, but I think it'll be a good game between two good sides.
Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I mean, look, you get us a good assessment there as well. I mean, I'm sure Ruud's going to play a 4-2-3-1, I think. I could be wrong.
Appreciate the early doors, mate.
Bigger early doors, by the way. Big West Ham fan. I hope you're well. And,
John, I want to ask you a question. You signed this guy, not this summer, but summer before. We're going to talk about. We're going to get to the ex-Fox Files. Harvey Barnes. I mean, I loved Harvey Barnes at Leicester. I thought he was a great player. Could score some really great goals. He's a very good technical ability in that. And, did very well for Leicester. It was a shame we went down. Andy went. I think he'd have stayed if we didn't go down, to be fair. Like I say, he came through the academy and that. He was a very good young player and a very good prospect. I think Newcastle have seen the best of Harvey Barnes, to be fair. And what's been Newcastle's feeling on Harvey? I mean, how has Harvey Barnes got on at Newcastle?
Look, Harvey Barnes has been scoring goals for us, whereas from the start, from the subs as well. I think he's been really good. I mean, apart from against Brentford, I thought he was woeful last week, giving a ball away. Yes, he did score, but for me, that's paper with the cracks, Jack. But look, at the end of the day, I thought he was poor. But when he's on it, Harvey Barnes is on it. Loves cutting his side, loves taking those shots. Bosh, top corner, top bins. I mean, I saw some cracking goals this season. Right? I mean, I'm backing this guy, and you know what I mean to start. But I want to see Harvey Barnes starting more games. I really do. Whether
has he been like your rotational type of player then, John, at Newcastle, more coming off the bench in an impact sort of sub?
Well, to Eddie, he's an impact. According to Eddie, he's an impact sub. But for me, it's a starter, 110%. You've got to play your best players at the start of the game. You've got to play them where they're fit. You start the game. Gordon on the left, I'll play Barnes on the right, or take it in turns. Play Barnes on the left, Gordon on the right at some stage. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think he's lived up to his price tag?
I think 38 million quid is a lot of money, to be fair, for Harvey B. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, yeah. But the bottom line is, you got to pay because he's a premium. He's English, Sure. I don't want to say that. I do want to say that, but it is true. Even Faye Carruthers from Talksport even says because he's English, So I can say that as well. She says that, I can say it. But look, Jack, at the end of the day, right? I mean, look, I think he's a good player. And I heard rumours that he could be sold because of PSR. And also, Chris said yesterday he could be coming to Leicester on loan. I hope that's not the case. I just hope that Harvey B stays with us. I like him. And I want him to play it as a start. Also, I want to see Eddie change his tactics as well, play a 4-2-3-1. But he won't do that, Jack. He's married to 4-3-3. And he's done it from day number one. That is the thing. He won't change that. I want to see him change it up. Play 4-2-3-1 or play a back three. I don't mind that at all. But at the end of the day, right, listen, Harvey Barnes, I'll keep him. I'll keep 110%. Do you know what I mean? Because, you need two strong left side midfield players. That's what we need. Got one, Anthony Gordon, and now we've got RVB. So, you know what? I think he's a really, really good player. And I will back this player sort of thing, but he's got to play from the start. And there you go.
Yeah, I think Barnes I think you got a great player on your hands. I mean, you've seen that goal against Wolves that he scored. He did that quite a bit for Leicester, Harvey Barnes, where he cuts inside and he shoots. And like I said, I hope fingers crossed he doesn't come and score against Leicester. I don't think he'd celebrate. I think, he has that mutual respect for Leicester, to be fair. And the thing is, players celebrate, don't they? It is what it is. It's how the game is. You should celebrate a goal, shouldn't you, to be fair? But some players have that mutual respect for the club, don't they? Who gave them the chance and that when they're in the academy and that to come through. And we always knew Harvey would be good for us when he was at West Brom, and he did well there. Brendan Rodgers gave him the opportunity to play first team football. He took it with both hands. And like I say, I think we got a reasonable fee for him from Newcastle. yeah, all-round good player. And yeah, I think he's a very good type player for you lot. But like I say, you've got a toss-up between Anthony Gordon, who I think thrived at Newcastle, to be fair, since Everton. He's really stepped up his game. He's become, I think, a better player, in my opinion, with a squad around him, like Joe Linton, who's upgraded again. Joe Linton, who he's done well in that sort of role now, where he wasn't comfortable when he come to your club, but then you've moved in positions, and now he's gone stride for stride, Joe Linton. And I don't think many Newcastle fans at the start of Joe Linton's tenure at Newcastle would have said that, to be fair. But no, I think you've got a good squad. I mean, Fabian Shaw, a good defender who loves a challenge. So yeah, I think, to be fair, it's going to be two good sides tomorrow, and I think that midfield battle is going to be key. But Leicester's just got to bide their time with Newcastle, like we did with Brighton. I mean, I don't think we was. To be fair, in the first half against Brighton, John, I don't think we was at it as much as we'd liked, but we knew how good Brighton was as a team. But then second half, I thought we stepped it up. We took the fight to Brighton, and then they went 2 up, and then after that, I mean, the comeback of all comebacks, you'd call it, really, to go 2-0 down and fight back 2-2. But that's that real fighting mentality, that real character that the Leicester players have got now, isn't it? That they know they're never beaten under Ruud Van Nistelrooy. You know, they know that. To be fair, if we can get a goal in a game, then we're in the game. But like they're saying, football's never over until the final whistle. You could be 1-0 up in a game, but you've not won the game. And that's how we did it against Brighton. You know, we scored 2 goals and no one was expecting it. People had thought Brighton had got 3 points here, but football's not over till it's over. And like I say, all round good performance. I thought we deserved the point in the end with how we played. And yeah, it's an interesting one. Let's have a look into the comments. Evening, Caden. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. 1-0 Leicester, a defensive masterclass. I mean, Terry, if you want to park the bus, mate, you feel free. 2-2. Hamza Chowdhury will score tomorrow. I mean, yeah, I'm expecting Hamza to play against Newcastle. I know Newcastle wanted to sign Hamza Chowdhury, John, a few times on loan in the Steve Bruce era. I don't know if you was ever keen on that one.
That's not true. That's just made up. That's just made up. I mean, that's just made up story.
That's one score prediction. We'll get on to that sooner, Gary. John, let's have a look at the last 5 meetings, and it's at James's Park in the Premier League. Played 5. You beat us twice, and we beat you 3 times. I think last time out, we're 0-0. I mean, you got the big point for Champions League football, which congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Timothy Castagna could have nicked it right at the end for Leicester if Nick Pope didn't save that goal.
Yeah, Castagna as well.
Up, to be fair, but what do you take from last time playing Leicester into this game?
Not a lot, really. I mean, look, we should have improved more. I mean, Leicester's improved since then, since got relegated, and different years, exactly different years. And it's a hard one, really, because we have improved. Well, haven't really improved, haven't we? Like, got Champions League, dropped to 7th and 12th at the minute, but not a lot, really, to be honest with you. But for me, I think you've gone up, and your target safety this season, Newcastle need to do better than 7th, yeah? But you look at the squad pound for pound, I think you've got better squad, no disrespect, right? But Sandro Tonali as well, we need to be starting. He would need to be starting in games as well. And that is the thing. If you can get Tonali to start in the midfield along with Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, then Tonali will be fantastic, but he needs a run of games. But the trouble with Eddie Howe, he doesn't make the big calls. Not only that, also he likes to play his favourite son, Sean Longstaff, which I do not understand for the life of us. Why? What does he bring to the table? People say, yeah, he's a local lad. But local lads doesn't win a football matches.
Did Matty Longstaff go to the MLS in the end?
Yeah, he did, yeah. He's still there.
I thought one of them went over to the MLS.
Yeah, he's gone to MLS. And I think, in my opinion, Sean Longstaff should go with him as well. Do you know what I mean? No disrespect. I don't think he's good enough. I mean, to go where you want to be, Jack, is not going to take us where you want to be. Tonali, right? I feel sorry for Tonali because he must be thinking and say, yo, how come this guy's in? Do you know what I mean? How come he's in before
Tonali, you know, very hyped at, what was it, AC Milan he played for?
Yeah, he played AC Milan. He got a 10-month ban. Got a 10-month ban. And also as well, he's just come back and heard rumours saying that he wants to go back to Italy, AC Milan, right? But that's been squashed by his agent, because he wants to be paid a fifth with us, which I think is great because he owes us one big time, But this is why, Jack, we need a rebuild. To build a team around Tonali, get better players around him. Do you know what I mean? But you cannot have Sean Longstaff alongside Tonali. You just can't do that. I'm sorry, you cannot. Yeah, you want to do that. Play a CDM, right, with Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes in the midfield role as a pivot. And then, where are you going to play Joe Linton? I've got no idea. But for me, it has to be 4-2-3-1. But Eddie won't do that because he's just scared of change. I love Eddie Howe. I love what he does. But he's got to be ruthless in the team selection. If he doesn't, then further down that line, the owners will be ruthless on him. And I don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I think the ruthlessness has come from Ruud Van Nistelrooy. To be fair, I mean, Wout Faes he's not been great this season. To be fair, I think he's had the odd game where he's been good against Bournemouth. But to be fair, Ruud Van Nistelrooy's come in and said, "Mate, you're dropped." He's brought Connor Cody in and Vestergaard, who look good at the minute. They look very strong together. I mean, Victor Christensen's picked up under Ruud Van Nistelrooy, and like I say, I think Van Nistelrooy's getting the best out of the players. I mean, Patson Daka, look, he wanted to work with Patson Daka from his PSV days. Ruud Van Nistelrooy, he's monitored Daka, he monitored El Kanouche. So now he's got them sort of players who he wanted back in his PSV days, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. He gets to work with them at Leicester. And like I say, he wants to improve them players and get them better week after week. And that shows how determined of a manager he is in getting the real best out of what he's got in this squad. And I think January is going to be massive for us. But Ross goes on to say, John, do you remember having Islam Slimani on loan?
Well, if he had Sporting Lisbon form coming into Newcastle, then it would be no problem. But he was woeful. He was woeful, man. Absolutely woeful. I mean, I don't know what Rafa Benitez was thinking there, but he was woeful. I'm sorry, but nah, not for me.
Fair enough.
But I can remember him, though.
Yeah, we remember him. I think his best game were against Burnley, where I think he scored 2 in his debut, and then I think he scored against Porto. They called him the Dragon Slayer in the Champions League. I remember he scored in that one, and he'd never lived up to the price tag, to be fair. Islam Slimani, and John, let's get into starting 11. I mean, there's a few injuries for Newcastle, aren't there? Callum Wilson. There's also Nick Pope, who's out. Fula. I don't know what your thoughts are around Trippier and that at the minute, and other players that are out. But how do Newcastle line up against Leicester?
Yeah, it's going to be changes tomorrow for Newcastle United. I mean, Nick Pope's going to be out with an injury as well. I believe it's a knee injury.
Yeah.
But it has to be the same keeper because he's worried about his shoulder. This is why I think we need a world-class goalkeeper in the summer, in my book. Yeah, we need a world-class keeper. Yeah, and Nick Pope will have to go number 2, whether he likes it or not, for me. So we definitely need a goalkeeper. And if you look at the right back, I mean, Kieran Trippier.
You can have Danny Ward, John, if you need a goalkeeper.
Danny Ward. Oh man, no. I'll pass on that, my guy. I'll pass on it. But thanks for the offer anyway.
Right.
I take Diogo Costa for me. I take Diogo Costa.
Fair enough.
And for me, I would go with right back.
Yeah.
Stick a Livramento and also Lewis Hall left fullbacks. And then they've got Fabian Schär and Dan Burn in defence. And I think those two need to fix up real quick because they.
Sorry, Paul. There we go.
Sammy's.
I hope that helps Paul out, mate. My apologies. Yeah, carry on, John, about your team. You got to right back.
Yeah, so go right back. Right back to Livramento, On the other side of me, Lewis Hall, I think he's been really good this season. One bright spot for me. And then you've got Fabian Schär and Dan Burn at the centre of defence. Sven Botman's still not fit to come back yet. He will be very soon. Midfield is going to have to be Bruno, Joe Linton, and Tonali must start.
Okay.
Tonali must start tomorrow. Don't pick Longstaff, whatever you do, Eddie, because you don't win that game, this will be on you. And then the midfield and forward three will be Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, and Isak. But I think it was persevere with Jacob Murphy.
Fair enough. Like I say, Leicester have got some players missing in this one. Obviously, Samare's out due to getting the booking situation, so he'll be out for this game. The incoming Buonanotte comes back into the Leicester's fold after missing the Brighton game due to Brighton being his parent club and being on loan at Leicester. Wilfred Ndidi misses out with a hamstring injury. Obviously, Ricardo and Fatwu, they're more long term. I think, to be fair, Hermanson in goal, Justin, Christensen, Connor Cody, and Yannick Vestergaard. I think the back four stays the same. Harry Winks is going to be missing as well. He's a doubt for this game due to a groin injury. He's getting back to full fitness, so I don't think he'll be in the 11 for this game. Oliver Skipp and Hamza Chowdhury, and he's going to go with, I think he'll stay with McAteer, El Canous and Buonanotte. And then the number 9, who scored 10 in 10 at Newcastle back in 2015, Mr. Jamie Vardy, who equalled Ruud Van Nistelrooy's record against Newcastle in that time. So, Jamie Vardy will start, and Patsy Nakaru will, of course, be on the bench. So, I don't know about Mavididi. I think he'd be interesting in, obviously, the Christmas period's coming up, innit, John, where you get so many games coming up and you obviously have to rotate and do different things. Jack, where did you get the Leicester logo on your wall, mate? Someone made it for me. If you see it there, it looks very good, doesn't it? I mean, I think John would like a Newcastle United one on his wall. John, I'm going to ask you the final question. And you know what the question is going to be, the very last one. The score prediction.
Score predictions, I think it's going to be a tight game. I mean, people say it's going to be goals in this game. I think it's a really tight game. I mean, if we defend properly and start conceding goals away, I'm going to say 1-0 to Newcastle. That's if we defend properly, take our chances, and let's be honest, I'm going to say 1-0 to Newcastle. But we must defend properly. We've got to start winning games now because our form has not been good enough. I think it's absolutely woeful for me. But I know people say it's going to be goals in this game, but I'm going to say 1-0 to Newcastle, keep a clean sheet, go back to basics, start again. Let's be attacking. Oh, we've got to take our chances when it comes because we've been missing a lot of chances, especially at home.
Fair enough. Joe says, need Bobby Reid in there or Mavididi to start our best players against Brighton. Maybe they're players you can actually bring off the bench, innit? Scott's going 3-2. Desmond, it'll be a good point. I mean, I tell you what, my heart is a 2-1 Leicester win. Maybe we could snatch a win at St James's Park. My head, I tell you what, I'm gonna go 2-2. I tell you what, I'll go 2-2 with my head. I think a point would be fantastic, to be fair. If we walk out with a point, but like you say, if you can't win, don't lose a game. So I'm going to go 2-2. Where can you watch the game if it isn't on Sky Sports? I mean, you can watch it on different things away from, obviously, Sky Television and that, which... we're not going to brand it and advertise it. So, you know what I mean. But no, John, thank you for coming on, mate. Really appreciate the chat as always. Before I let you go, let everybody know where they can find you, mate, and what you do regarding Newcastle United.
Thank you very much for having us on. Again, it's been a blast. It's been a long time. And your channel's just getting better and better, my guy. I mean, 4K. Well done to you. Keep it going. Yeah. Ignore the haters, right? I mean, Sarah told me all the vlogs as well, all the podcasters, please keep doing what you're doing. And listen, I'm getting people asking this, do I not go to Newcastle games anymore? Yes, I do. but the situation where I'm not going off with because of my mum's situation as well, and I'm not going to be, I'd have to explain anything as well on social media, and some of that only to a few people, but back on my channel, if you please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, please, to John Sinclair TV. Yes, I hope to do live soon, but what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing around the grounds vlogs, and I've been doing different stages of like lower leagues, and I'll do hospitality vlogs and also interview fans, and I'll go around sitting in hospitality seats as well, do match day vlogs as well. It's been a success at the minute. The subs are going up all the time, and I love what I'm doing. And if you do subscribe to John Sinclair TV, it'll be absolutely awesome. It helps us a lot. And yeah, so just please hit that subscribe button. And one question for Scott in the chat as well. And set pieces, not that great. Honestly, not great. We should be doing better than that.
Yeah, I think we've just got to exploit Newcastle's weaknesses. But John, thanks for coming on, mate. All the best to Newcastle after the weekend, of course. And
thank you very much indeed,
we'll
man.
catch you again very soon. Take care.
You too. Thanks so much for having us on, mate. And have a good weekend. Have a good Christmas, guys.
Take care. That was John Sinclair TV, a great guest, good friend of mine, good to have a chat with. Guys, if you've enjoyed this stream, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already and you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. It would help me out massively. We are on the road to 5K now, subscribers. So if you can hit that subscribe button, it'd help the numbers massively. Really hope you've enjoyed the stream. Yeah, we always like to do the match previews weekly. What's coming up on the final whistle? So I've got the match day vlog as we head to the away day at St James's Park tomorrow as Newcastle versus Leicester City. As the Foxes travel to Tyneside. Can the Foxes snatch something out of the game is the big question and extend our good run under Ruud Van Nistelrooy. We've got the match preview, I think, for Wolves next week. I think that's the next game. And, yeah, another match day vlog for that one as well. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening, whatever you're up to. Take care, keep it at the final whistle, and come on the Foxes. Hi all, thank you for watching the final whistle. If you enjoy all our content, please remember to smash a like, share and subscribe to the channel.